up on Lindenwood News, we share the remarkable story of one of our very own Lindenwood cheerleaders.
Plus, a new string of package thieves has sprung up in the St. Louis area. We'll tell you about the unique ways these porch pirates are stealing mail.
And one of Lindenwood University's most popular intramurals has come to an end, but that isn't stopping students and the community from still having some friendly competition.
Those stories and more ahead on Lindenwood News.
This edition of Lindenwood News. I'm Reagan Etnier.
And I'm Truman Griesel.
A Lindenwood Spirit Squad member is defying the odds after a life-threatening crash. Reporter Anna Rao is in the studio with us to show us how she's making a remarkable comeback.
That's right, Reagan. After a crash nearly took her life, Maci McCabe is proving that nothing can keep her down.
On February 11th, 2025, Lindenwood freshman Maci McCabe was involved in a near-fatal car crash after colliding with the back of an ambulance. Following the crash, Maci suffered more than 30 broken bones, endured 7 surgeries, and spent several days in a coma and 7 weeks in the ICU. Doctors warned her family she may not make it through the night. But against all odds, Maci pulled through, and today, she's back on the mat doing what she loves most.
Maci's dedication and determination is an inspiration to all those around her. We had an opportunity to speak with head cheer coach Carrie Nichols about the drive and the determination it takes to be back on the cheer mat.
Early on, we just didn't really think that cheering this year was actually going to be a possibility. Her drive and determination is going to take her so much further than just the cheerleading mat. It's going to take her places in life that, the rest of us maybe haven't experienced a traumatic event of that nature in our life. And so that is what an athlete does. And I think that probably actually was what gave her the motivation to, just keep pushing forward, get back to where she wanted to be because she had goals and she was so driven. And that's just going to take her so far, both in cheerleading and in life.
The mental aspect of it was definitely probably harder than the physical aspect was. I think my biggest thing I would always say was like one day at a time or day by day is really how I said it. So I think that was probably my biggest mental challenge, was trying to take things slow and not jump too fast and take off too much that I can't chew.
Maci and her story are definitely nothing short of a true miracle. Maci's goals continue as she looks forward to Collegiate Cheerleading Nationals in Daytona Beach, Florida this spring. There is no doubt that Maci will continue to push and work hard to bring home the championship. Now back to the desk.
With Amazon Prime Days just wrapping up, it means a lot of packages will be shipped out and await people at their doorsteps. With that comes a new string of porch pirates who are taking a unique approach to take boxes that are not theirs. Apartment and condo complexes in the St. Louis area have been on the lookout for 2 women who have been gaining access to residential buildings to steal Amazon packages dressed as Amazon workers. Security footage shows the pair wearing a delivery-style vest, face mask, and glasses, then gaining access to apartment buildings by using the call box to see which resident would buzz them in. The porch pirates then go up to an unsuspecting apartment and switch out customers' Amazon boxes with fake empty ones, leaving the building and stealing the packages. The thefts have been happening early in the morning, around 5 a.m., with the suspects leaving the scene and fleeing in an alleyway where their getaway vehicle awaits. Authorities believe the thieves are cruising around in a red car believed to be a Mazda 6, as package thefts continue to become an epidemic across the region. Amazon released a statement saying they're aware of criminals impersonating delivery workers and urged anyone who suspects a theft to report it to both the police and to Amazon customer service. Law enforcement officers are asking anyone with information about the suspects or the red vehicle to contact local authorities. Authorities are offering suggestions on how to decrease the amount of package thefts that are occurring, such as installing a Ring doorbell camera. Make sure to have email notifications turned on your phone for when your package arrives, as well as offering special instructions to your delivery driver of where to hide the package until it can be retrieved. Police say it can also help to ask a trusted neighbor to pick up your packages if you're not home, or have them delivered to a secure location or locked up to be picked up later. Popular streaming service Spotify may be searching for alternative means to listen to their favorite bands and artists due to a recent boycott of the platform.
Beginning in the summer of 2025, many musicians began to pull their music off Spotify in response to investments that Spotify CEO Daniel Ek has made into Helsing, an artificial intelligence defense company.
In 2021, ex-venture capital firm Prima Materia invested more than $100 million into the German startup. This past June, Prima Materia raised more than $700 million for Helsing, where Ek is now also chairman.
It's not the first time artists have decided to cut ties with Spotify. In 2013, Tom York removed his solo albums from streaming services to protest low royalty payouts. The following year, Taylor Swift wrote an opinion article in the Wall Street Journal arguing that music should not be free and pulled her songs from Spotify.
Here in 2025, musicians are protesting the investment into military drone technology by Ek and how many artists feel they do not want their music killing people. They do not want their success being tied to AI battle tech.
Helsing software uses AI technology to analyze sensor and weapons system data from battlefields to inform real-time military decisions. They also make their own military drone, the HX-2.
One of the first bands to leave this summer was Deerhoof, and within weeks, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and Hotline TNT followed suit. The wave of departures continued into September, with most recently the Minibirds, Wu Lif, and Young Widows all announcing that they are leaving Spotify.
The boycott now leaves listeners wondering how they can listen to their favorite bands if they have already paid for Spotify and are now wanting to look for alternative options.
For listeners leaving Spotify, there are plenty of other ways to stream their favorite artists. Apple Music and YouTube Music remain two of the biggest alternatives.
Spotify's premium plan costs $11.99 a month with a student plan of $5.99. Apple Music is priced at $10.99 a month with a $5.99 student plan. YouTube Music matches Apple Music at $10.99 with a student plan of $5.49.
While it can be frustrating for fans trying to keep up with artists leaving Spotify, there's still plenty of options to keep the music playing.
One of Lindenwood's favorite intramural sports has come to an end for the semester. Pickleball has been a beloved sport among all students here at Lindenwood University. Students from all ages and grades would sign up and play their friendly competitions every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Pickleball was ran like any other intramural, but it seemed to be a very popular one. Though it has come to an end, students and members of the community are still playing and reminiscing the league.
My favorite part about playing pickleball is to play with friends, to be challenged playing and with the competition, and to play with others that you don't even know. I've only played for a year, so I'm continually learning, but you get to play with others that have more experience and they're willing to help you, and so you should just play with them.
Pickleball is a fun sport. I mean, I'll be honest with you, is it a sport? That's debatable. I think hitting a ball with a paddle, regardless of what it is still doing something. And the fact that it's over means that there's a piece gone. It's like an empty cookie jar. You just see the crumbs, but you know the cookies were there. But, you know, this campus is kind of like the jar for intramural sports. I think the intramural sports have left, but
Though it has come to an end, students and members of the community are still playing and reminiscing the league, but no need to worry, Lions. The courts are still open, located behind Highland Arena, so grab your paddles and friends and take advantage of the courts.
That's it for this edition of Lindenwood News. I've been Drew McGreasel.
And I'm Reaganette Nyer. Thank you for joining us.